something oddly soothing about watching skeletons swim upstream during spawning season. Look, here they come. Oh, there you go, little guy. There you go. We'll see you soon. Hey guys, Brewzor here. We are just hanging out here in our newly built skeleton farm on the new SquareOne server. Kind of hanging out, trying to get some levels here so we can get geared up. As you see, we already got some diamond, really good looking diamond. And yeah, it's day 2 in real life, I guess, as far as those moments where you lose words. Well, what we're going to do today is we are going to go ahead and slay all these skellies right over here. And we're then going to get the rest of our stuff enchanted here, like this diamond shovel that has nothing on it. We've got some good stuff so far. We really need to get the mending going. And then after we do this, we are going to probably get started working on the house. We're going to go ahead and get these 3 levels out of the way here real quick. Let's see what else we got going here. As you see here, I'm combining all the bows, as well as keeping all the golden gear and any kind of iron gear for smelting, just to get those nuggets, those juicy nuggets. Let's go ahead and just throw all this stuff in the garbage, though, because we don't need it. And I didn't check chain. Maybe you can smelt that. I don't know. So probably going to get yelled at by somebody if that's the case. But anyway, let's go ahead and we can come back down here later. Let's go ahead and go the long way around and oh look, hey Carl. Oh, and his friend. Yay, they followed me from the other server. So let's go figure out how we get back out of here. Let's run out and see. You can kind of tell I've already been lighting up this whole cave system to kind of keep that spawner running the best we can. As you can see up here too, we got died 7 times already. The first few were very unfortunate because I had already collected some diamonds, and yeah, and wasn't able to get back and save those. But now we've got a good setup. We've got our little house up here. I'll kind of show you what I've got planned. Let's go upstairs here. Oh, the sun's going down. Anyway, we're in this this wonderful wooded biome. We've got a few animals we're starting to collect. Our little hut on the beach here is going to turn into a nice ocean view cabin, I guess, is what the best description of it would be. So anyway, yeah, we're going to be clearing out a lot of this stuff. We're going to go ahead and I think we're going to build it. We probably will build it in that area over there because I want to have it set up a little higher than what the shoreline is, so we can have kind of a walkway down to the beach to where we can get onto maybe a dock or something down here below. Then we'll probably use this area, mainly for our farms and maybe livestock or whatever we want to do. I think this year, well, last season I kind of went with like epic builds. I'm not sure if you saw any of Toadie's work. I'll put a link to her channel in the description below. Toadie YPQ. She's one of the admins on the server here, and she puts up content and showed off some of my stuff from the first season of SquareOne. So last season I built it was kind of mega builds, big extreme hills type builds, and then I had a big mesa build to where I had just farms upon farms upon farms. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of the big vegetable farms, our corn and our beets and potatoes and carrots. I'm gonna build it back in spawn. Excuse me, that was kind of disgusting. Back in spawn, just so so everybody can enjoy it, because that way they'll run all the time, and realistically, how much of that stuff do you really need? I mean, yeah, there's some for village trades, but I'll be doing that with just mostly pumpkins and melons and I'll build a farm up here, so I can have kind of like I guess a sole source, you know, farm for myself for those things for villagers. I'm not sure if I'm going to build any kind of a villager system here. I'm thinking I might do it just to keep, you know, maybe like farm hands and stuff, take care of stuff here that, you know, maybe represent that. You know, honestly, I'm really not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to get geared up. Here we got a little auto fisher, very simple design. I can't even remember where I saw this from, but I'll find that and add a link to that as well, because it's just, as you can see, it's super simple. You know, the note block, and then we use an iron door, the 2 trip hooks, and 1 piece of redstone runs the entire thing. Super easy. I mean, this thing is just ridiculously simple. Let's see, nighttime. We don't have on this server the ability to, you know, one sleep and then it becomes daytime again. You know, we're not a bunch of professional YouTubers here in SquareOne. We just enjoy playing the game and you know, just enjoy each other's company for the most part. Anyway, I am going to go and get the rest of these levels, and then I will come back and maybe we can get started building at least the foundations of our house over here. Okay, guys, I'm back, and it's been a couple days since I've been recording, been getting some work done, and when you just don't have the words to talk, you just keep building, and then when you got something to say, you pop back in. So let's go take a look at what's been going on here. We talked about you know, building the house over there, and we've got something started, and it's kind of laid out. Run over there real quick and take a look. We're going to go with this. This is basically like the centerpiece, I guess, of the build in front of the docks here, or in front of the little platform here. We're going to go something like this, and then extend it back here, and then, oh, hello. I don't want you near my house. And you left me nothing good. Ugh. So anyway, yeah, this will be the centerpiece of the house here, of the little cabin, and it'll extend both ways out here. We can go over this way. Let's go back over here into the ominous woods here, and I guess we're going to have to take care of some of these guys along the way. Let's see, get rid of you. We'll talk to you later, Mr. Enderman. We've gotten a few ender pearls in the chests so far. Jeez. I guess can't hit a moving target. Get rid of you, and you died, and I guess, yeah, you'll wait there for me. So let's go over here. Let's take a look. We did some digging, and we ended up with this guy. Down at the bottom there, we got a handy-dandy little slime farm. Just got a single chunk. I mean, there was another chunk down there, but they weren't connected, so we went ahead with this one. It's Il Mango design, kind of a derivative of an Il Mango design, which I can throw in the description as well. It doesn't do too bad for a single chunk slime farm. You know, I've already helped some of the other squares out and getting them set up with some slimes until they can get their farms running. Let's see. Let's get rid of this guy. I want some more ender pearls. Get our handy dandy sharpness sword, and let's go find an appropriate tree. This one looks good. And hello. So he... Oh, that sound, right? And you try to sneak it behind me. No ender pearls. Rats. And, let's see. Okay, so this is a little concrete farm, I guess. You hold powder in your left hand and you're picking your right, and you just stand there and make concrete all day. I guess I can put that description, you know, that video in the description as well. There's really nothing to this little thing. Oh yeah, forgot to show you this. Yay! Used my little notch apple to come up with my banner, so everybody will know this is my place. Over here, yeah, this is all new. This is going to be our village breeder. A guy named Serpent Dagger kind of came up with this. I'm not sure if he came up with it or if it's something that's been known, but trapping a zombie pigman in the middle here like this, with those trap doors at the eye level, the adult villagers won't see them, and there's only going to be 2 in here, but baby villagers will run off, and we're hoping, if this works right, they run off to the sides down here to where they are transported to, you know, this little water spot here until they grow up, and then they'll run down here as adult villagers, drop off into a minecart, and then into our trading hall. And yeah, it's going to be a one-wide thing. We're going to have 32 villagers, and it'll be one up the level here. So our walk path will be right about through. Will be through here, like this, and then our villagers will be right here, and we'll be able to get rid of them and send them on their way if we don't like their trades. And we're going to roll them down, you know, underneath this whole thing here, then back down, probably to a container to where we can humanely dispose of them, and then we'll recycle the mine carts back into this dispenser down here, to where when the villagers drop down, what happens? They'll activate this tripwire, shoot out a mine cart, and then away they come up to our system. And we'll store a few of these up here around like a little racetrack of water, to where they can just keep rolling around until we open up a spot, or else we can actually come down here and throw a half slab in here and let our villagers go to a watery grave right in that spot. So yeah, we got a lot of work done. Still got a lot more to go, and I don't know, priorities, right? Trying to figure out what we really need. And right now, we really need to get that up and running, get the mending. I got to get a looting sword. You know, I've gotten one mending item, and I put it on my Silk Touch pick just because I needed it, and I didn't want to go enchant another one. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. I guess what I'm going to go ahead and do is work on that village trading room, house building, and then we'll come back and take a look at it when we got this thing all up and running. All right. guys, it's been a day since we got this thing taken care of and built. We've had a little bit of snafus in the back here. As far as some baby villagers, they were drowning in our water elevator down here for some reason. So I kind of just built a step up to where they gradually get up, and there was like only one really big solid block of water that they'd have to come through before they grew up, or when they grew up. So hopefully we got that taken care of. Kind of just left this open back here so we can take a look and do some debugging as things happen. There was a situation that I probably should have thought of, that being this close to the breeder, our merchants here, if they're in the mood, will make some babies. So we've had to kind of come down here once in a while and see if we have people clogging up the system down here, and take care of them as appropriate. If it was something worthwhile, I'd recycle them, see if I can recycle them back through the system. But so far, really, not much good has come up from down there. So yeah, this is up and running, and as you can see, we have 2 white coats, cartographer, and not one librarian yet. 2 farmers, and then all these guys here. Somebody on the server is stealing all the librarians, I'm thinking. I've got a sneaking suspicion that they're mob capping all of our librarians. I don't know what's So yeah, I guess we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up here. It's taken a few days to get this up and running and get this going, but and it's a slow populating farm, because we didn't put a bunch of villagers in there, and we're not in a hurry. We're more about the marathon than the sprint here to get things done. So if we happen to get lucky and get our librarians with the really good enchant books, then I guess we'll count ourselves as fortunate. Here, I'm not sure. Let's see, did we show this off yet? Oh yeah. Yeah, used the notch apple, made a neat little banner. Anyway, guys, that's all we're going to do for now, and yeah, that's all we're going to do now. And right now we're working on some other buildings outside here. We'll go ahead and maybe start another episode on that later. Anyway, see you guys later.